In 2022, a grieving man asked an airline's chatbot a simple question about bereavement fares, but the chatbot gave him a confident, specific, but a completely wrong answer. And he booked the flights based on that answer, but the airline refused what its own AI chatbot had promised. The case went to court. In this video, we are going to talk about this AI incident, what happened, and how it would have been avoided using proper AI governance. Let's begin. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Latha. I'm the head of AI governance and director at the Global AI Certification Council. I read every single AI incident report around the world. I help you understand those AI incidents and tell you how to avoid those incidents using proper AI governance. November 2022, a man named Jake Moffatt loses his grandmother. So he decides to fly from Vancouver to Toronto for the funeral. But since it's a last minute booking, the fares are high. So he asks the airline's website chatbot, do you have bereavement fares? And the chatbot says yes. Not only yes, it tells him that he can book it at full price and he can apply for the discount later and ask for a refund within 90 days of travel. So he screenshots it, he books the flights, roughly 1,600 Canadian dollars. But here is the problem. The policy did not exist. The airline's actual bereavement policy, written on a different page of the same website, said the discount must be requested before travel. There are no refunds. The chatbot gave a completely wrong answer. When the AI systems do not know an answer, it generates something that is very confident, specific, completely wrong. We have a word for this now. It is AI hallucination. Jake didn't know about this, so he travels, attends his grandmother's funeral, comes home and applies for his refund within 90 days, exactly as the chatbot recommended. The airline says no, saying that the real policy says that he has to request a discount before travel. He goes back and forth with them for weeks. At one point, the airline acknowledged that the chatbot gave misleading information, and they offered Jake a $200 voucher and said they would update the chatbot. He declined the offer and took them to the British Columbia Civil Resolution Tribunal. And this is where this became one of the most interesting incidents in AI governance history, because the airline's defense was that the chatbot was a completely different legal entity and it is responsible for its own actions. Their own chatbot on their own website with their own logo, but they said it is a separate legal entity. So the tribunal members' response was very clear and simple. It is obvious that the airline is responsible for those actions, whether any information comes from a static page or it comes from a chatbot, that airlines is responsible. The tribunal ruled the airline's negligence. It ordered them to pay Jake the fare difference, about $650 plus fees and interest, roughly 812 Canadian dollars in total. Now, $800 is nothing to an airline, but that's not what this case cost them. This case is reported worldwide. The story ran in legal journals, tech press, and mainstream news on every continent. $800 in costs, but millions in reputational damage, and a permanent citation in every AI liability discussion, including this one. How to prevent such incidents? See, this entire incident was preventable with just some basic AI governance. I'm going to share with you 3 controls, and even any one of them would have prevented this incident. Number 1, set boundaries. The chatbot should only have been able to answer from the current policy documents. And if there is anything outside those policy documents, the chatbot should be able to answer saying that this is outside my expertise. Here is the actual page you can refer. So set clear boundaries. Number 2, output verification for high stakes topics. Refunds, cancellation, fees, or anything that involves money should be flagged as high risk category, and any answers should be verified against the policy database and should be shown to the customers. If the price is very high, it can be manually reviewed by a human as well. Number 3, pre-deployment testing. Someone should have red teamed this whole chatbot with all the predictable questions it would ever get. Do you have a bereavement fare? It's not a rare question. It is a top 100 customer question. This is what AI governance actually means. We talked about an incident and find out ways to prevent them. So the role of an AI governance professional is to find out this AI incident in advance and find a way to prevent this in advance. A lot of people think that AI governance slows down AI innovation. But it's the discipline of asking what happens when this system is wrong and who is accountable for it. It is that simple. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. If you know the name of the airlines, please comment below. If you'd like to learn AI governance with real-world examples and case studies, please subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.